Hello my people, welcome to my channel, and today is the day. You guys probably seen this car on the channel before when I bought it, and it's time for us to do some 1.4 content. I gonna try to I'm gonna talk about the plans with this car. We do have some parts at home. We do have a motor. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Which car? So this is my car, Cecilia. You guys see, it's my gold car, aka Goldie, and this is a stock 1.4 car. I have run the quarter mile with it, and I told you guys that I was gonna show you guys how to do some tuning tricks with the HP tuners and stuff like that, but those plans were shortened up when I realized that there was a problem with the turbo. You can see the motor is totally stuck. I tried tuning this car, but there's a problem with the turbo. There's a low boost problem. My guess is that it has the crack. It has the crack on the wastegate, and I turned on the duty cycle to give it more power, but it was showing knock. And even though I put a 93 octane tune on it, it was still showing knock. I couldn't lift or raise the boost to a certain amount because it will start knocking. So safe to say there's a problem with this motor, or at least maybe the head gasket was bad, and that was the issue the whole time. But the head gasket finally went super bad. As you see, there's a bunch of buildup right here because it's been purging. You can see all this stuff. It's been purging because the head gasket is bad. This motor has 210,000 miles, I believe. So it's a really beat up old motor. So the plan is to build, or not to rebuild or refreshing the motor that I have at home, which I don't know what that motor, if that motor is any good. At least we could use the head on this one and do a head gasket. But yeah, that's the plan with this car. I'm taking you guys to do the tear down of that motor. We're gonna check it together. We're documenting it while I take that motor apart. I'm gonna show some knowledge on this platform and stuff, and yeah, what it's gonna be. Hopefully that motor can be fixable because it's a new motor. I don't know what's wrong with it. It was making some noise or whatever. So hopefully we can fix that motor. If not, we're gonna open it. If let's say that it needs some bearings or crank or something like that, we can fix it. If not, we're gonna use the head and put it on this one. And also I'm trying to, because this turbo is bad, is under boosting. This car only making 7 psi of boost. So I'm gonna try to buy a eBay turbo that's 150 bucks and replace it. I mean, right now I don't have funds. Tell you the truth, it's been hard for me to monetize on YouTube. I've been trying to make the hours and get the subscribers, but I have 800 subscribers. I need 1,000, and I need like 1,000 more hours or 1,200 hours to start monetizing. So if you guys want to help, if you guys want to help me with some parts or something, or if you guys want to send some money, I can put my my Cash App code, or I can send you guys my Cash App information, because it's really hard for me to do this stuff with my own money. I got 2 cars. I got my silver car, which is running good right now, and this car, which used to be my daily. I'm trying to really tune this car and go fast, but with that turbo that I have and this motor, it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna be have to fix the other motor, or at least this motor, like fix the head gasket and stuff and the issue with it to get it going. This car is not, it's pretty responsive. It has a good kick. She's kind of slow still. I know for a fact that if I fix the motor, I put a good turbo on it, and I tune it, it's gonna go fast. I'm pretty sure that this car will at least go 14 seconds automatic as is. I have a transmission tune on it, but yeah, the next videos are gonna be like looking at the other motor, see if we have any luck we can save that motor, put it on here. It'll be nice, so stay tuned. So this is the motor right here. I got I guess my spare 1.8 right there, my parts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop the ball cover so we can check if there's any metal or stuff in there. That's what we're gonna do. Probably that dog don't like that. How much bolts on the 1.4? So far everything looks really new in this motor. Let's see what we got here. Oh, everything looks pretty good on this deal here. Don't see any metal in here, tell you the truth. Okay, let's keep digging. So looking at this motor, judging by the cams, everything looks so good. I can try to take a cam cap off and look at it, see if it has any signs. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't seem like there's any oil on the top end, which is really weird. Like, this is all dry, if you see. So I think, well, there's some oil right here. I think I was right when I said the oil pump it failed on this thing, but I mean, we might have to open the bottom and check the bottom end also. Something about these motors that you gotta notice is if you have that big space there, that means that the balancer is not all the way in. So we're gonna try to remove it, see if we can remove this balancer off, and we're gonna look in there and see how the gear looks. I'm pretty sure that the only thing that we're gonna have to do to this motor is probably replace the oil pump, but I mean, we might have to check on the bearings and stuff. Screw was still loose. I'm gonna be trying to remove this. Came off easy. I'm gonna have to see if I can put the flash on that. So it does not look too bad. I mean, it looks normal, I guess. I don't know. It definitely looks normal, but let me look at the balancer. You can tell that it's been running off. I mean, it looked like it was in if you see the marks here, or maybe this is old. I don't know, because it's not my motor, but yeah, if you see right here, it has some marks like it's been writing out or so. I mean, you can try to push it in and see what it do. Yeah, it definitely has some stuff there, some weird stuff. Hopefully, I mean, you can see the keyway on the crank looks good. We can try to push it in and see what we do, but maybe we get lucky and the man is good on this thing. If that's the case, we have a good motor to put on the car. We'll see. So I was able to set the balancer all the way in, and I'm gonna show you guys how this is done. Like, you gotta look at the splines on the crank and the oil pump. There's two splines right there. You can see the center, and you're just gonna try to line this up with the splines on the center so they're vertically, or yeah, vertically like that. And then you gotta kind of like shim it. It goes in. You can see there's no space on the back. That was how it's done. I mean, I definitely see oil as I spin it on the top end. and it's definitely spinning by hand, so it sounds like it has a lot of compression too. Gotta probably gonna remove a cap, and we're gonna look and see how that looks. I'm gonna flip it over. We're gonna look at the bottom end. So now is when I started feeling less confident, judging by the caps. If you see, there's a, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's kind of like you can see that dark, well, you can see the scratches actually there, judging by that cap. And this one is even kind of worse. You can see all the scratches and this kind of dark on this side. So we're gonna have to look on the bottom end and see. I'm feeling less confident. We might have to find a crank and an oil pump, but so far it's looking like just an oil pump. Hopefully I'll open the bottom end and it'll be better. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm gonna remove the oil pan bolts on and proceed to inspect the bottom end. See what is happening here. It might be a little messy here, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So there's the pry bar. Looks like they did a good job sealing this bottom end. Depending on what we see here when we open this, I'm gonna be either worried or happy. We'll see. We'll see. Pretty dry in there. I guess I did a good job putting down the oil. And tell you the truth, this does not look bad at all, dog. I mean, there's definitely some metal right there. There's some metal definitely there, but we're gonna keep digging. Now we have to take this window off. Get out of this. Okay, so we opened the bottom end. I took the bolts, the rub bolts off, and man, this looks pretty good in here. This number 4. See this one right here. Looks really good. So I think this motor is immaculate. I want to say it's immaculate. I will spin it around and try the other two. That metal gotta be like probably from the cranks, the cams, like grinding away and stuff, or some metal obviously. But everything looks on point, man. I think what we're gonna do with this motor is just we're gonna replace the oil pump just in case it was damaged, and we're gonna drop it in as is on the car. Like I said, this engine looks immaculated, and I feel it pretty lucky right now, tell you the truth. It looks like I don't know who did those marks or what. And that one looks a little scratched up, but it doesn't look like it's pulling anything or nothing. It was probably starting getting dry, but you can see that oil looks pretty good. That stuff that is on the oil pan might be some assembly lube or so. But tell you the truth, I'm feeling pretty confident right now. It looks like we're gonna be buying a new oil pump on this car. I mean this motor. We're gonna put a new oil pump on it. I'm gonna try to source a new turbo, and we're gonna be dropping this motor on Cecile. So stay tuned for that coming. And hopefully when everything is done, when I have the new turbo in and everything, I'm gonna be tuning it. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I have the funds, I can go take it to the dyno or something, do something real nice. But it all will come depending on how much people like be watching the videos and stuff, because obviously if I don't see that this trend doesn't get traction, I will not make any more videos. Obviously I'm gonna still fix my car because this is my daily. I love this car. I drove it like 22,000 miles last year. So yeah, subscribe, stay tuned. This is what is coming. Hopefully we can make this car pretty fast. Everything is really immaculate on this motor. This motor is gonna run real good when I put it on. So yep, tune in.